So, I was talking to Brent. I had a lot of different things. This is the one that stuck. Started quite a few different topics, but probably this stuff for me or stuff for another time. But this is the one that I kept coming back to. I was doing a couple of different devotions. Jess and I were doing one together. It's something that the Holy Spirit's really been working with me on. So, this is what I went with. I'll start with the first scripture. Matthew 18:24, where 2 or 3 are gathered together as my followers, I am there among them. Obviously, we talk about that in church and everything, but I never really thought of, because 2, 1, I don't know, but I just didn't think about her and I as being 2 gathered together and him being there. And when you're together, as long as we have been, you start to anticipate each other and you learn each other. And you think you know what's going on, at least from a guy's, perspective.
That's your biggest mistake.
You get pretty good at anticipating each other's moods. I joke that she's an FBI interrogator. She can read me like a book. I know when she's mad. That's me reading her. But for the longest time, I guess it's probably something because I was brought up kind of in the old school Church of God, and the way I was taught is. Obviously, the man's head of the household, he's supposed to lead and all that and be in charge. And so I think I put a lot of pressure on myself, just unconsciously or whatever, because I'm a stressor. But I thought that I had to be out in front, leading, directing, and I was failing visibly at it in my mind. But reading this devotion kind of shed some light and gave me a new perspective on it. It was crazy because it was said she doesn't need me to teach her. She needs me to lead her spiritually, but from her side, not in front of her. I'm supposed to be walking with her, not dragging her behind me. It's kind of the way, I don't know, I guess I unconsciously was brought up. Not that the wife should ever be in the husband's shadow, but for whatever reason, that was the image that I had. But it's supposed to be a relationship between her and I, but her and I and God. As the center, and obviously you talk about it and that's the way it should be, but I never really, I guess, put it all together. And it used, I love reading about Job with going through what we've gone through. Obviously we haven't, thank God, we haven't lost any family members, but we've had a lot of stuff stripped away from us the last years, and it likened it to Job, and it said it made me appreciate her that much more, because at one point when everything was happening to Job, his wife just told him to curse God and die. My wife did the opposite. So it's a blessing to me. She just kind of, it made her, everything we've gone through, she found a way to pursue and go deeper and press in. And everybody's heard her joke. She'll walk up to somebody and be joking and be like, "You need Jesus." So that's what she keeps telling me, because I get, a lot of times I let my frustration get the better of me, and I'm brought up in a super negative household, and I'm still working pretty hard to overcome that. But she's gotten so, our arguments about it are less and less, and that's basically what it boils down to, is what she'll tell me is you need Jesus. And in a way, it's just telling me that that's what I need to focus on and not everything else. Which is really tough for me, especially with the job change and everything. I've got a lot going on with that. I'm trying to learn and absorb everything else. School's starting back up now, so the schedules are all in a tornado. She's got LASIK this week, so that's when my brain will be on Thursday and out of the job, which is gonna suck, but I'll do my best to keep my focus on that. But it's just given me a new appreciation for her and taking the pressure off of me, and the fact that we're doing it together, and it's not so much, because I've leaned on her in the last couple of months. She's been our glue, our compass, and everything to keep us going, because I'm probably shows, I'm gonna pull you, I'm gonna cry. I haven't been in the best place mentally, probably shows more than I don't want it to. Like I said, I let my frustrations get the best of me, and so it makes it stressful for her, because she's pulling it and I'm not there to help her out. But another scripture that really struck me was 1 Peter 3:7. It said, in the same way, you husbands must give honor to your wives. Treat your wife with understanding as you live together. She may be weaker than you are, which obviously that's not saying that, but she's your equal partner in God's gift of new life. Treat her as you should so, and your prayers will not be hindered. I kind of like that because, like, when we didn't start out our married life together in a good place, we were just young and figuring it out as we went. But we've come full circle, and I think we're doing pretty good now. Definitely not where I figured we'd be if you asked me where, 5-10 years ago, where we are. But I know we've learned, at least I have, I'm sure she could say the same thing, over 16 years. It's kind of one thing we've really realized in the last month or so, if not longer, kind of when we started this whole reset and everything, is no matter how bad we want to change each other, we can't change each other. And we can't change each other's attitudes, but what we can do is to be obedient and change ourselves to reflect and respond with God's love. And that's what she did. It's pretty humbling. I'm a planner, and I can't plan. I got nothing. But that's just something. A lot of crushing, a lot of pressing. To the point where it's like, I don't even really know who I am. But I want to be whoever he wants me to be. That's all that matters. So, if I look confused, that's why I'm probably trying to grasp what's going on in the next 5-10 minutes if I can. So yeah.